Social media is lighting up tonight about our powerful I-Team special. Firefighters struggling with mental health issues and post-traumatic stress. Many people saying this is a critical issue that must be addressed.
And last night we revealed the results of an unprecedented survey. 7,000 firefighters telling us how the tragedies they deal with take a toll.
Tonight, News 4's David Ushery digs deeper to discover how our heroes are getting help.
Tonight, we are all Parkland strong.
This week, as the nation mournfully dances through the familiar choreography of grief, anger, thoughts, and prayers, the immediate focus in South Florida is on the families of the lost and the mental health of the shooter. But in the flurry of early news conferences, this plea from an ATF supervisor might have been missed.
And I also ask that you keep in your thoughts and prayers the first responders who responded out to this scene. 30-plus years in law enforcement, I can tell you it was a difficult one. And
in fact, already on the ground in South Florida this past weekend, a team from the International Association of Firefighters.
Our intent is to get out and reach the members that have been affected, let them know what some of the signs and symptoms are that they're going to experience over the next few days and what services are available to them. On that team, members of the FDNY's Counseling Services Unit. It has evolved and grown since the department's horrific losses on 9/11. And now its counselors are often asked to deploy after disasters, both natural and man-made.
The phone's ringing off the hook at the Counseling Service Unit because they know that we're there and we want to be helpful. So it's small departments from all over the country that are asking, can they have our protocols? Can they have what we've developed? And the answer is always yes.
And the need is great. The News 4 I-Team has partnered with the top firefighter union to survey thousands of its members about their mental health. The response, unprecedented.
Having 7,000 firefighters respond to this survey shows how important this issue is to our members and how many of them out there are suffering.
Firefighters tell us they are incredibly stressed and often ashamed to ask for help or don't know where to turn.
There's such a lack of services out there, and where they do exist, the firefighters don't trust it.
78% said their department failed to educate them about behavioral health. 63% said their department's existing employee assistance program was not much use. But what was helpful, according to 77% of them, peer-to-peer support, leaning on other firefighters.
You trust your peer, you know they understand.
Stamford Fire Captain Jacques Roy has played a big role in developing peer support counseling and the Fairfield County Trauma Recovery Network, following the heartbreaking 2011 Christmas Day fire, which killed 3 little girls and their grandparents. Roy, a seasoned supervisor who helped recover one of the girls' bodies, finally realized he needed help when his own son climbed onto his lap to do homework weeks later.
When we moved this little girl, I was kind of at her head position to move her. And he sat on my lap, and my son, it was roughly the same distance. His head was right in my lap, and I had a total flashback. And I wanted to push him right off my lap, and I couldn't believe it.
While Captain Roy found help close to home, some traveled to the Washington, D.C. area, getting help at the IAFF's new Center of Excellence for Behavioral Health Treatment and Recovery. It's a residential facility where firefighters can be treated for addiction and disorders like PTSD.
What triggers you to get help might not be the traumatic event that made the papers last week.
But the goal, of course, is to get firefighters help where they live. The FDNY Counseling Unit is among those traveling the country, training others on what to look for, how to help rescue each other, when the silence replaces the chaos, when the rig is back in the bay, and certain thoughts just won't go away.
It's when the media goes away, it's when everything quiets down that our members really start to struggle. We operate well in emergencies. It's when everything quiets down that becomes difficult.
If you know a firefighter who needs help, or you want more information on ways we can all support our heroes, we have resources on our website, NBCNewYork.com.